And welcome back aboard the Night Bus, magical transport for the trainer, witch, or wizard. I'm Corey.
And I'm Jamie.
And I'm Sir Jacky.
And that's also Hyper Jamie over there.
Yeah. I'm a little wired up. I had a lot of caffeine today.
Yeah, he's bouncing around, tapping on the table. He's all excited.
It'll wear off in a little while, man, and I'll be like,
Now, I know this is Free-for-All Friday, but I have started re-listening through the books again and got a couple questions.
Okay.
From book
I guess
one.
we know where we're going right off the bat, don't we?
We got a preface. He talks about Harry Potter.
Yes.
Anytime we just say
the books,
we mean Harry Potter.
Yes. Now, Mrs. Weasley got all the kids at the Hogwarts station. She looks at one of them and asks them, what platform again? Like she has not put how many kids through school already?
Yeah, she's just doing that to kind of, because Ron's new to it. This is Ron's first year. And Ginny's going to be coming next year. So it's more of a just, making sure the kids know. She knows. She's making sure the kids know.
But if Ginny's going to be there next year, that means Ron was probably accompanying his brothers and stuff there too.
Yeah, that would have been 2 years ago.
Dude, you did pay attention to Ron in the books. Well, he's going to need a little extra guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are talking about
just a little bit.
Weasley's here.
And then my other rant.
He's probably not her smartest kid.
I don't know. He was able to figure out how to use parcel tongue.
And actually, I think she was more asking the question for Ginny, because Ginny's the one that answers 9 3/4.
I don't really think she's asking it for Ginny.
So,
and I thought to myself, well, just maybe, the platforms changes.
No.
But it doesn't change through none of the books.
It doesn't change, and she knows where platform is. Again, she's just asking because she's got kids, and she just
She's
the same way
she's reinforcing her ignorant children.
They all should know. They all should know by now.
They should, but how many times? I know my kids, your kids, how should they have known something and didn't?
That's because they wanted to act like they were stupid.
Well, exactly. I'm not saying they were. Mine either. Just they acted like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I'm just saying.
That was my
Liv. Don't take it personal.
My small little question. Now is my big one.
Okay.
How did Dumbledore know to remove the stone out of the vault if he didn't have a time turner? I'm still back on my time turner bit.
You have an obsession with time turners.
Well, he took it out of the vault, waited till Harry turned 11. Why wait till 11 for Harry to get there to take out the time turner?
Because he had to go to school.
Huh?
11's when they start wizarding school.
But why did Dumbledore wait till Harry turned 11, showed up to school, then took the Philosopher's Stone out of the Gringotts vault? It's been there all this time.
Well, it was rumbling in the background that something was happening. This is my opinion. Quirrell had picked up the essence of Voldemort.
And why didn't Dumbledore
there was a
pick
disturbance
up on that?
in the magical force.
So
they didn't know what was happening. They knew something was happening.
So we bring it to school where Quirrell's going to be running around the whole time.
Oh, dude, I know why they took the stone out now.
Why?
Because that's what Voldemort was after, remember? Voldemort's after the stone to get more...
make the elixir to bring himself back to life. Cause
right.
Like Dumbledore said, he didn't want to be dependent on it. But again, at this time, everybody thinks, except for Dumbledore, Voldemort's gone.
But it shows, because Quirrell's there carrying Voldemort on the back of his head, that he's back.
Yeah. Again,
Albus somehow knew that something was up, that he was starting to make his return.
Again, how do you know at that time, that day, that it was going to be broken into the next day?
Oh, that might have just been luck. He got it out just before.
Dumbledore don't depend on luck.
It wasn't the next day. It was the same day.
Or the same day.
Yeah, it literally happened.
Coincidence, man.
There's no such thing as a coincidence.
Sure there is.
Not in the magical world, there isn't. Again, I'm telling you, the man has a time turner.
I don't think he had a time turner.
I think he has a time turner.
I don't.
It's just too suspicious. It's sitting there for how many years?
Oh,
we'll say 60, 70. Because whenever he talked Nicholas Flamel into No, he talked Nick Smell into it after Harry got the stone.
Yeah, that was talking him into destroying it. The books never say when the stone was put there in the first place, so we don't know how long it's been at Gringotts.
Yes, and you hear Hagrid. No safer place in the world to keep something unless Hogwarts.
Except for Hogwarts. Except for maybe Hogwarts.
Maybe Hogwarts. How he puts it. And the both places literally got broke into.
Well, I mean, that's the Harry Potter story in a nutshell.
Yeah.
It's just, send your kids to Hogwarts. It's safe. No, it's not.
No,
right.
We're going to host a Triwizard Tournament that's been banned for years because it's not safe. It's going to be safe this time, though. We've put in safety measures. It's not safe.
Well, the safety measures was a little bit there. I mean, you had to be 17. A certain age to be able to join it. That was our safety measure. Because you turn legal age at 17. So technically, they're no longer kids anymore. They're adults. So it ain't the kids that's actually in there. They didn't put no kids in danger. Except for Harry.
I was going to say, you're forgetting about the one person in there.
They didn't put Harry in danger.
No.
Crap. I had his name right on the tip of my friggin' tongue. Not mad at the guy that was
impersonating him?
Yeah.
Oh, Barty Crouch Jr.
Yeah, Barty Crouch Jr.
I wasn't saying nothing. I was gonna make him remember it on his own.
Sorry. No, I did. I was like,
I was staring at him like, really? Come on now. I knew me and James remember it just because of who plays him in the movie.
Yeah, I mean that's the only reason I remember that name so quickly.
Yeah, it's like, hey, there's David Tennant.
Yeah, but
the great David Tennant.
Yeah, even though it's only for like 2 scenes in the whole movie, but still, it's David Tennant.
But I'm telling you, there's a time turner involved somewhere in there.
Maybe, I guess it's one explanation.
You can just file that under the probably unanswerable questions.
You let me get a hold of JK. I'll find out.
I watched I think I put in our group chat on Instagram, an interview she done years ago. I could tell it was years ago because she was doing it with Daniel Radcliffe, and he was still younger. And it was basically, he was asking her, when she realized that she was going to make Dumbledore gay. And she's like, well, it was apparently before she put out the first book to the public, she had been working on those books for I can't remember if she said 7 years or 10 years.
I think she said 7.
Yeah,
because I think I know the article you're talking about.
Yeah, so 7 years, build up to her starting to put the books out.
Oh yeah.
She said, so I've had 7 years with these characters. So she said it was something that just as I'm writing it, it made sense to me, and that's how it happened. So I say there's a lot of stuff, and since the books have come out, she's put out a lot of stuff on Pottermore and done interviews and stuff, and answered a lot of questions. But there's still a boatload of questions like,
oh yeah,
yours.
You never want all the answers anyway.
Exactly, kind of like we brought up a few times talking about Game of Thrones, the fall of Old Valyria, and not wanting to know the answer. Well, I basically found out the answer.
Yeah, straight from George's mouth. So my theory was not correct.
Yeah.
What was it?
A volcano.
Volcano?
Yeah, basically Valyria blew up.
Yeah.
It didn't look blowed up when they was...
It literally blew up. That's why it used to be one big thing. That's why now it's a few islands. Because it literally erupted and blew apart.
Well, I could see something like that would kind of put a downfall on a civilization.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what was it he said? Literally hundreds of dragons and thousands of people were killed instantly.
It killed thousands of dragons and millions of people. So, yeah, apparently Valyria at that time was a booming civilization.
And it literally blew... he called it a continent, didn't he? The continent. He said continent.
Yeah, he said the continent.
It blew the continent apart.
Yeah. That's so just to put in perspective, that's how big it is.
Sections, island sections, and a big ocean in the middle. It's called the smoking, or a sea in the middle called the Smoking Sea.
Yep.
Probably still got the volcano
still heating the water.
Yeah, heating the water up and causing it to smoke.
Yeah.
Releasing all kind of God knows what.
Well, I'm assuming the ash and stuff mixed with all that's what causes
where grayscale came from.
Grayscale comes from.
But
the fireworms, which I wasn't aware of till I did a little recent reading.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about with those.
No, really?
No.
There was a Targaryen woman who flew her dragon to Valyria, and she came back with an infestation of worms in her body that burned her from the inside.
Yep. Yeah, that's in the Fire and Blood book. I forgot all about that.
I wasn't even aware of it till just recently.
I thought it was.
We shifted hard from Harry Potter into Game of Thrones. Didn't even miss a gear, man.
No,
it don't take much.
We'll switch back. Don't worry.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt.
What were you gonna say, Jacky?
I remember the part of the story he was talking about. I didn't know it was fireworms. I thought she had gotten to a battle with a dragon.
No, her dragon came back with a big wound on its side.
Yeah.
Oh, she was flying Balerion, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he came back with it, and the person in the article was speculating what could have damaged him that badly.
Yeah, because he was pretty
the biggest known dragon of the time.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, flying around old Valyria, there's something bigger.
Hey, that could be.
You know, dragons that survived the doom and are living there,
That
wild.
I mean, well, what I was thinking would be kind of cool is if maybe one or two of the dragons survived by going in the water and kind of like somehow throughout time have turned into like sea dragons or something.
Cool.
That would be cool.
That's exactly the thing. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it would be cool. Anyway, we'll turn the bus back around to Harry Potter. Yeah, I actually for the first time 2 weeks ago is when I started it. But anytime I listen to Harry Potter, I always start with book 1 and go all the way through. Always. Sometimes it takes me a few months to get through them all, but that's how I always do it. Well, I actually started from book 5 this time around on my re-listen. First time I've ever started in the middle and not at the beginning.
This is the first time I've actually started at the beginning of the books.
I know.
Because I'm always bouncing from here to there. Because my favorite one is 6. I mean, that is my
favorite
book.
is 5, which is kind of why I started with 5.
Yep. That's why I always go to 6. You find out so much about Voldemort in book 6.
You do.
That's why it's my favorite.
You do. You get a lot of history on him.
It's my favorite and it's one of the saddest ones.
Oh, it's definitely the saddest one. It's one of the saddest books.
Nah, I don't know about that. 7, right there at the end of 7, when all them people get killed at the end of it.
It's still got a happy ending, though, whereas book 6 does not have a happy ending. Dumbledore dying is the ending.
Yeah, but they come to resolve that they're not going to go back to school. They're going to go out and do this and that. To them, it was a happy ending.
Even that's sad. It's like, well, they're not coming back to Hogwarts, so get one good last look at it, even though they do come back.
Definitely come back to it.
Now you're off on some do or die mission.
Yep.
Probably not happy.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
Ron ain't smart enough to be gloom about it.
The best book is the first book.
I don't know about that.
The same reason I say the first book isn't the best book is the same reason I say the 7th book isn't the best book. I can't in a series of books. I'm never gonna consider the first one or the last one to be the best because it's always the beginning and the end to the story.
And the beginning. That's why I like it. It's the beginning of it.
I like the beginning of basically every Harry Potter book. The first,
it's the beginning of the story.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying of each book, it's the first couple chapters are always the best chapters in basically every book.
Oh, yeah.
The 4th one is the only one that, in my opinion, the last couple chapters are the best. Every other book, the first couple chapters of every Harry Potter book is the best part of the book. I mean, the rest of the book is great, but I like the first couple chapters the best in all of them.
Yeah.
Now, in the book, all the books, what is the best part of in the book? School break.
Oh, yeah, the Christmas break.
Yeah, always at the Christmas break. That's the best parts.
That's why I like book 5 so good. Book 5's got the biggest Christmas break. That's when they get to go to St. Mungo's, and they're staying at, number 12.
Yeah, that's when you find out a lot about Neville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a little bit on the
you
side
find out about his parentage and stuff from Dumbledore in book 4.
Yeah, you find out.
But you don't really get to learn about it till book 5.
You get to see exactly what happened. Well, you get to hear exactly what happened.
And you get to meet Neville's grandmother.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah, she's a badass witch.
She's a tough old broad.
She reminds me of Grams from Charmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's almost that time of year, man. those books are best a certain time of year.
They are.
You know,
and I say
school's kicking back in. Just makes sense.
It's fall's kicking in.
Temperature's changing. Weather's changing.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are fall books. Those are holiday books.
Yeah. Every book starts off with them going back to school.
Yep.
At the same time, that way you just jump right into it and go with it.
Yep. For me, I've always, and Jamie knows this because we've talked about the last few years, basically every year I always start them around Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Either a week before Thanksgiving or the week of Thanksgiving is when I start. Now, I do listen through them a little quicker than most people do, so for me, starting then, I can still, normally I finish book 7 right at New Year's. And so to me, basically, the months of November, December are the best time to listen to a Harry Potter book or watch the movies.
See, I remember watching the first movie, and I was talking to my stepbrother, Little Jacky, and I was like, man, I just wish they'd give you more of a backstory of what happened. He said, read the book. I said, what book? Tom, I didn't know it was a book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you didn't know it was a book? I was like, no. He said, they're coming out with 7 of them. I was like, well, what are they on now? And I think they was on like the 3rd or 4th one. And he ran upstairs and got me the first book. And I started reading it, and I was hooked after that. The movies had me, I liked it because me and my daughter used to watch it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But when I started reading the book, and there was just so much into it, and there's a lot more, I was hooked after that. Like I said, Walmart, when they come in, that was released at midnight, I was there to get my copy.
And I think you'll start seeing that again, the watch parties and whatnot when the series starts to come out. Yeah. House of the Dragon kind of brought some of that back, I think, because people started getting excited for it again.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a different feel with House of the Dragon than what you'd seen for a while.
Yeah. We're going to have to...
I mean, they were basically just restarting what they killed off in the first place.
True.
Yeah.
But, I mean, nothing else had come up to take its place either. You had the MCU throwing their stuff out, but it was all really forgettable stuff.
It was mainly theatrical stuff. All their best stuff was theatrical.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff they were putting on TV was just very forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except
it also wasn't.
You got to watch Hawkeye.
Oh yeah,
but you can't watch it yet.
Even that though wasn't meant to be like blockbuster.
No,
all the MCU stuff that they stuck on Disney Plus was never meant to be blockbuster stuff.
Hawkeye is another Christmas movie.
Yes,
that's definitely a holiday movie.
It's not a movie. It's a
movie, man.
It's a long movie that they basically just broke up into 6 episodes.
Well, you just got to look at it as a very long movie.
Anytime Christmas rolls around, it's King Falls AM, the Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Where they sing their Christmas songs. I have them downloaded on my phone.
So do I.
Me and my daughter. Anytime Christmas comes on, we get in the vehicle, those come on, and we're singing them as we're going.
I mean, I don't play them a whole lot, but I have them on my phone. I do listen to them every Christmas, but I mainly just listen through them once and then I move on. I got other Christmas songs I listen to.
We listen to them pretty hard.
I also just don't listen to a ton of music to begin with.
I listen to a lot of music, especially when I'm driving. If I'm a little bit tired, you throw the right song on, man, you're not tired.
Oh yeah, but there's no Christmas songs that I can throw on to fix that. It's different songs.
I don't know. There's a couple of King Falls songs that get you.
Oh, they're good, but they don't do that. For me, it's got to be songs like Fuel by Metallica or something like that. Something that when it comes on, you can't help but just take your right foot and just put it to the floor.
That's the thing to do when you're a little drowsy.
That's the best way to wake up.
Nickelback Animal for me.
That's a good one.
When that one comes on.
There's a lot of Nickelback songs.
Yeah, my foot just starts pushing down on the fuel and I'm gone. And then I look down like, oh,
this is not a PSA for drivers out there, by the way, just saying.
Yeah, don't do what we do.
Obey the law, follow the speed limits.
Live boring lives.
Yeah.
But while we was talking about watch parties and stuff, we have been kicking around the idea of a YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kicking around the idea. There's a good possibility when this Quidditch Champions game drops that if it's any good at all, that we may either record or live stream us playing it.
I apologize ahead of time.
Yeah, because I'm going to suck flying that broom.
Pitiful playing you
Based on what I've heard about Jacky's flying skills on Hogwarts Legacy, it's not going to go good for him.
No, it did. It ain't going to go good for
Jamie
nobody.
doesn't play a whole lot of video games, period, anymore.
No, dude.
Especially not
My
with
video
a
game
controller.
experience ended years ago.
So it'll basically be me trying to carry the team.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I plan on being a my mind just went blank.
Chaser?
Yeah, a chaser. So I'll be scoring the goals. All you guys got to do is not let them catch the snitch too quick.
I'll be the seeker. Because that would match my style of flying around just everywhere.
You may get lucky and just swallow it.
Exactly. I don't know. That didn't sound right.
I was just going to leave it out there. No, I wasn't going to comment.
Going to have to hot tour that thing right back out.
I don't care how you catch it, as long as you catch it. You got to take one for the team.
Again, that does not sound good. You got to take one for the team.
We're going to be playing. We're going to be playing for Slytherin, just so you know.
Oh, they suck anyway. So
I'm the captain.
We ain't got to worry about them.
Although if you guys are as bad as it sounds you're going to be, we may need to play for Gryffindor. Just so we fit right in. Bottom of the table.
No. Slytherin is going to be the bottom of the table. That's going to be, if we're playing Slytherin, it's automatically the bottom of the table.
You know, I have to say, just by description, Gryffindor are the athletes. They are the jocks.
Yeah.
Until
blah, Gryffindor. Blah, Gryffindor. Ha, ha, ha. I'm just waiting to find the lion head hat like Luna had that actually roars. I'm going to get that.
I believe you. I do.
Oh, I'm going to get it. I had spent $40-some on little potion kits. What's the name of them again?
Oh, I can't remember the name. Give me a second. I'll look them back up.
Yeah, they got them at Walmart. And it actually comes with UV resin in them. And you mix up your potions and you let it cure and everything. It's cool as can be. I got Felix Felicis and I've got Skelegro and another one. I don't know if I'm going to put anything in the Skelegro because you really can't see it. I mean, it's got the little jar. The head pops off of it. And you mix everything and pour it down inside of it. But you really can't see it through the thing because it's not clear. Now, the other ones are glass. The Felix Felicis and the other one, it has a little glass bottle that you can fill up.
I'm assuming it's golden in color.
Well, it's got a couple different little ingredients you can put in there. And it's got a little thong thing that goes around the top of it, and it's got a little spider on it. They're $10 a piece.
Where are you finding this stuff at?
Walmart.
It's $10. It's called the MGA Miniverse Make It Mini Potions.
And it is cool.
The brand is MGA's Miniverse, and then like I said, this particular brand is the Make It Mini Potions Harry Potter collectibles.
Yep.
Big old thing, not edible.
Yeah.
You got to put that on there, otherwise kids will be like, "Hey, I want to drink it."
Yeah, they don't want to drink that.
No.
That UV resin might not settle right to the stomach.
Probably not.
I don't know if Madame Pomfrey could fix that.
So, yeah.
See, I was going to save them and open them up here. Then I got thinking, well, unless they could see you open it and what you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, we could see them, but that would be it.
Yeah, nobody else could, and it just wouldn't have the same effect.
It's also one of those deals. Do you know how many different ones there is?
There's like 6 or 7 of them.
Okay, because when you get it, it's random. You don't know what you're getting.
Oh yeah, you don't know what you're getting.
So,
I got 4 random. I've got 4 of them now. I don't have no duplicates. I got 4 of the ones. Mandrake and another one is the real rare ones to get. They're pretty fun. Like I said, I didn't open them up when I first got them. Then me and my daughter was sitting there, and I FaceTimed her, and I was showing them to her, and I opened them up. I said, "Oh, this is cool." I said, "I got to go get me 2 more." I swung by there, picked her and my grandson up, went to Walmart, picked up 2 more, ended up giving her one. Luckily, neither one of us had the same one, so
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I literally thought about either buying me a little shelf and setting them on them, because the container they come in makes a potion jar, and you can stack everything in there and use it as a display. Or give me some string and run through the top of it and have them hanging up and have them displayed like that.
Speaking of display and hanging up, did you ever get your candles up?
Yes, I did. I only put up half because the other half I wanted to save to when we got our official pod room, so we can put them in there. But yeah, those are nice. They're nice, especially when the power goes out.
Yeah, definitely.
And when I'm smart enough to remember that I have them up there and grab my wand and kick them on.
Yeah.
A lot of times I forget they're up there, and I never use them when the power's out. And here lately, it's been out a lot. It was out yesterday morning.
Was it?
Yeah, at my house.
Hmm.
It went out about 6 something that morning. My cameras popped up, let me know they was offline.
I don't think mine went off.
Well,
The clock seemed okay. So.
Yeah, you got different power than we do.
Yeah, mine stops at Danny's, up the hill, back my way. If Rodale don't have power, we usually still do.
Yeah,
we
or
don't
vice
have power.
versa.
Yeah, we don't have power. Right there by Danny's house on down has power, which is weird.
Yeah, all of Rodale, even when you get to the part of, Rodale that has, Black Diamond, their actual power grid is very weirdly laid out. It's chaotic,
man. You can have lights right across the road, and this house is out, but the one right above it's on. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of time that when it phases, there's one of them that's almost out. Then you got to worry about your burning your refrigerator and stuff up because it's only getting half the power it's supposed to get.
Yeah, I just go into my breaker box and throw the main.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's normally your best option.
Yeah, but we
a little. I won't say a change of subject, but kind of switching from what we was just talking about.
Hard right.
No, it's more of a
bypass,
a slightly banked corner. I was, it's funny. I started re-listening to the 5th Harry Potter book. I was just literally tonight before we come up here to do this podcast, I was rewatching the second movie. Don't know why. I just threw the second movie on. Mainly just it's kind of like background noise. But anyway, I threw it on. And it got me thinking. I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast before or not. But I want the show that they're making, the series they're making, to basically, just mirror the books as much as they can. But there's still certain scenes and stuff from the movies that they either added or just slightly changed from the book that I actually like better. So there's certain cases where I kind of wish they would take stuff from the movie instead of the book. Just certain things.
Like what? Got me curious.
Okay, one, and basically the scene at the beginning of the second Harry Potter movie when Ron and the Weasley twins show up and basically break Harry out of his room in prison.
Yeah, okay.
I like the way it happens in the book. So I want them to make it happen how it happened in the book up until in the book, it's basically, Harry gets in the car and they take off and Vernon's just at the window looking, dumbfounded. In the movie, he's hanging on to Harry's leg and ends up falling out the window, and it's a funny scene. So I would want them to add just that part. Like, make the rest of it happen like it did in the book instead of like the movie. Because in the movie, Harry has all his stuff ready and basically just passes it out to them and then goes to get in and, Vernon grabs him. In the book, the Weasley twins actually come into his room, pick his lock, go downstairs, get his stuff out of the cupboard.
Yep.
So I want to see that. But basically, I want Vernon to fall out the window. I think that's hilarious in the movie.
Well, I'll say this about what you said there. Stuff like that they can, like, make a little bit more interesting, like, visually. They might change, and it doesn't affect the story any. So they can add some funny stuff like that with Vern.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll probably get some scenes in the show that you didn't have in the book or in the movies. That don't affect the plot, but, add to the visual part of it.
Yeah. And then I can't remember if this is in the book or not. But there's a scene, basically the very next scene after that in the movie when Harry's at the Weasleys and when Mr. Weasley shows up. And you get to meet him for the first time. And he sits down and, he meets Harry Potter. And he's talking to him. And he goes, what is the
purpose of a rubber duck?
And
he just takes a bite of his spoon and just real serious staring at him.
Is that in the book or not?
I'm pretty sure it's in the book.
Okay, I couldn't remember if in the book if he asked him about a rubber duck or not. either way, that's got to be in the series. That scene was hilarious.
Yeah, because how do you explain the purpose of a rubber duck?
Yeah, it's like you can't really. So,
and it still baffles me that the Wizarding World hardly knows anything about Muggles, even though they're walking around and some stuff all the time, and they haven't took the time to figure anything out.
Well, I kind of get the impression that most of the Wizarding World looks at Muggles as not being quite on the level with them.
You're right, except for Mr. Weasley.
Well, yeah, maybe there's a few, but for the most part, Wizarding World don't take interest in Muggle life because it's kind of below them.
I get that, but still, how do you not know how a Muggle dresses? You walk by them all the time. So,
well, you say that.
Book 4,
some of them don't. Like, I'd say Mrs. Weasley, she's not around Muggles much at all.
Yeah, but in the books and on the movie, she's still dressed like a Muggle.
Yeah. I was just saying, though. And Mr. Weasley, he just apparates back and forth to work, so.
Well, yeah, but
he's around Muggles more than anybody because that's his job.
Yeah.
So, that, again, kind of like what I just said to Jamie. I don't understand why Mr. Weasley's so kind of dumbfounded about Muggles when he's around Muggles more than most wizards ever will be.
And I was thinking, they hand-me-down robes and stuff like that Weasleys end up having to use. Why can't we use Reparo and put the collar and stuff back into it? Ron's wand, before it actually broke, why couldn't they hit Reparo on it and get all the chew marks and stuff out of it?
Well, we already know when it comes to wands, it takes an exceptionally powerful wand to
the fix one. Well, it was damaged like Harry's wand was.
I'd say even small damage to a wand is not easy to fix. But with the robes and stuff like you were saying, I do agree with you there.
Yeah, they could just boom, done.
Yeah.
They wouldn't look
because they can just fix Harry's glasses, boom, now they look brand new again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when, there's in book, I think it's book 5.
The Merlap?
Basically when Mrs. Weasley mentions, to Harry that, you and Ron have grown a foot, so, we've got to get you new robes. It's like, can't you just make those robes bigger?
Yeah, in Gorgio. Boom. Bigger robes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that, we might, as Muggles, think that it could be easily done.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just considering how easy some things are with magic, it would make sense that these other things would be easy, but
yeah,
I guess they're not. But also, it is just plot. Like, J.K. needed the Weasleys to be poor, so she had to make these barriers between them and money
to show that they were poorer than some of the other
right.
families.
Yeah. When in all actuality, they shouldn't have been poor.
No, they shouldn't have been poor. And what would they really need money for?
Yeah, that's why I said they shouldn't have been poor.
Yeah, because they didn't have power bill, didn't have a water bill, didn't have insurance, didn't have a car. I mean, everything they did was done with magic, and they didn't.
Well, they had a car, a Ford Anglia, but it was magically powered, so it didn't need gas or anything.
Yeah, so where did the money go? Because you remember, I think it was it book 2 when they talked about going in there and just a handful of knuts and silver sickles is what was left in the vault to buy their school books and stuff with.
I think that was 3.
Was it 3?
I'm trying to remember. It may have been 2, or it may have been 4. I know 4 is the one where, Harry feels bad because when he goes to his vault, he gets out, big old piles of gold.
Yeah. And he said he knew if he was to try to give it to the Weasleys, they wouldn't take it.
Yeah.
But don't mean he couldn't transfer it from his vault into theirs.
Yeah, the same way Sirius, when he bought Harry this is the man that's on the run, and he bought a firebolt for Harry by simply sending a cat and, basically telling him, I want to purchase this room and take the money from this vault. It's like, they should have known, wait a minute, this vault belongs to Sirius Black, mass murderer on the run.
Oh, well, now, man, you want to step in that.
Well, I mean, I have an answer for what I just said myself, but go ahead.
The goblins don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah, goblins operate on a whole different set of rules. Number one, they're not crazy about the wizarding world anyway.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. So, I was going to answer my own question. For them, gold's gold, so they don't care.
Yeah, they operate kind of to themselves. Apparently, they police themselves.
Yeah. I can't believe how cheap a wand is in the wizarding world. 7 galleons. Yeah. Which, if you break it down like they do on some of the other ones, that's
like
10 pounds a galleon.
You were talking about the Weasley's vault. Open up their vault. There's not a galleon in it.
No.
So for them, 7 galleons is quite a bit.
Yeah, but where does his paycheck go?
Buying Muggle crap to enchant.
Does he really have to buy it though?
Could seize it, I guess.
That's how he gets a lot of it. Is when he confiscates things, he does have a habit of taking it home to tear it apart and see how it works.
Taking his work home with him is what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I got to study this to make sure there ain't nothing wrong with it. Add my own charms and enchantments to it.
So, but back to what you said though, they get a message from Sirius Black. Yeah, okay, he's a criminal in the wizarding world.
But he still has a vault.
But we have a vault here for him. It is our duty to protect his stuff and to provide it to him when he requests it. They don't care about wizard law. They don't care about Muggle law.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yep.
See, because we think of it like Muggle law that if you're on the run, you can't. They're going to freeze everything. But I don't think they can do that in the wizarding world.
That explains why these obvious villains in the wizarding world can still operate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lestranges. They've got one of the oldest vaults.
Yeah, it ain't like the wizarding government comes in and seizes their assets or anything.
Well, they can't because they don't control Gringotts.
Yeah, they got no jurisdiction in Gringotts.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's just
interesting. Never pondered that really.
Yeah, and again, every time I start listening to the books, stuff just pops in my head. Every book I listen to, I have 10 or 15 more questions to go with it.
I don't normally get that many questions when I do my re-listens.
And with you're talking about the and I think we've touched on this before, but with the Weasleys being a poorer family, Mr. Weasley take like Lucius. He's got,
he got old money.
He got family money.
Yeah, he got old money.
He got family money. You got Mr. Weasley. He's a working man. He's working for his
blue collar.
Working for his paycheck. They've said before that you can't just make something out of nothing.
No, but you can transfigure anything into food.
Don't think so.
Yeah. Hermione was doing that with mushrooms.
I thought the whole thing with food was it had to come from somewhere. It had to be food.
No, it had to. That's why you couldn't conjure it out of the air. You couldn't make food out of nothing. It had to be something before you made it into food.
Well, she's still taking berries and mushrooms. She's not taking twigs and turning it into food. You can't do that. She's basically taking berries and mushroom stuff and trying to make like something out of it. And Ron's saying, his mother makes it way better. And that's when he says his mother can just make good food out of nothing. And Hermione's like, no, that's one of Gamps' laws. You can't do that.
Yeah,
that's why the room of requirement can't just supply the person in it with food. Because it can't make it.
It makes potions.
Nothing. Yeah, but it can't make food.
But those potions, I feel, have to be coming from somewhere.
You would think. Because, like Dobby said, he'd go in there with... that one house elf that belonged to...
Twinkie.
Winky.
Twinkie.
There you go.
Winky. He'd go in there with
Twinkie
her
and Mellow Cup
to sleep off her butterbeer, and he'd find potions in there to cure it. Now, granted, the room, if you go by movies and what Corey's saying, it can't make food or nothing because they was going to... I was Dumbledore's brother to get food and stuff when they was staying in there. In the room of requirement, as long as somebody stayed in there.
And that's why all the house elves are in the kitchen cooking all the time.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised they didn't have the house elves bring them something.
I guess they just didn't trust them.
Well, I mean, they probably trust him, don't trust the person controlling them. Because house elves can go anywhere they want. They use magic anywhere they want because it's not wizarding magic.
Yeah, so why are they servants? I've not figured that one out.
Where do they come from? A lot of times they're just passed down from generation to generation. But where did they come from to begin with?
Good question.
It's never discussed, where house elves come from and why they're called house elves for. Is that just something that they was tacked on to later on, besides just elves, calling them house elves because they're take care of the house? And who come up with the rule you had to give them clothes to dismiss them? How is that a
JK?
thing? Well,
I don't know.
Besides her, if you stop and think of some of the stuff you like, and it's, do I really want to know the answer to it?
So I say you just gotta some of the questions you just gotta roll with. I agree with you on the robes. Why can't they just take an old robe and fix it?
Yeah,
they can fix Harry's broken glasses, but maybe that's different. The glasses broke. The robes wore out. I'm just shooting in the dark here.
Yeah. I don't
know. The robes got old over time and use, and the glasses were broken.
I can't remember anything they've used Reparo on.
To repair a break old. Might not be like making something old new again.
Well, it'd be like the Weasley's house. Why can't they just hit Reparo on that thing and poof, everything that's run down on it just pop back up?
Is it run down really in the wizarding world though?
For the wizarding world?
Yeah.
Well,
the whole thing is shored up by magic in it. It's the only thing holding it together.
It's described as being in the book. It's described as being kind of raggedy.
Yeah, and they just kept building different stories on every time they had kids.
Yeah.
Why they had to build up and not out, I have no clue. But me personally, I thought it'd be a little easier to build onto the side of the house instead on top of it, and then on top of the top.
But it's a cooler house if it goes straight up.
I'm gonna make that mailbox.
Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna make that into a mailbox. A Weasley's I'm gonna have the burrow put on it too.
That would be cool.
I've already got my Gryffindor mailbox.
I know. I've seen it.
Yeah, I will make the burrow.
You want to dive into the rich and poor and money part of it? There's got to be like like a base of, you can't just whip stuff out of air. There got to be some kind of rules. What's that one law you quoted?
Gamps law?
Yeah, is there like a printed up version of those?
I've got it pulled up right now. I was reading it while you guys were talking, so I actually don't know what you guys were talking about because I was reading Gamps laws.
Well, read them off to us. I'm curious now.
You guys
this might answer a lot of questions. I've never really looked at the list.
I have neither. I never thought to look at the list.
But yeah, well, first off, I'll read because this is at the top of the page I got pulled up. It's the quote that Hermione gives to Ron. This is kind of talking about the food thing again. Your mother can't produce food out of thin air. No one can. Food is the first of the 5 principal exceptions to Gamps' law of elemental transfiguration. It's impossible to make good food out of nothing. You can summon it if you know where it is. You can transform it. You can increase the quantity if you've already got some. So basically saying, if you've got some food, you can make more of it. You can, if it's like a loaf of bread, you can make it bigger. But you can't just make food out of nothing. And then it also says here that you can't, and I don't know how they come to this conclusion, but you can't, because the back door to that would be to take a twig, transfigure it into a bird, and then just
eat the bird.
Defeather it, and you got bird meat. Apparently you can't do that. So, but trying to find the other thing I was reading on here.
Because that kind of falls back under the principle of when they transform a cup into a mouse. Yeah. Is it really a mouse or it's still a cup?
Well, apparently it's still a cup. According to this, it's considering you can't take that mouse and then cook it and make food out of it.
You made a facsimile of a mouse.
So
but not a real mouse.
That still eats and drinks and everything else and poops.
Yeah, but somehow you can't make food out of it, even though it's a supposedly living creature. Now, so I think that Me personally, I think that answers the question is that if you do transfigure an object into an animal, it's not really an animal. Anyway,
even though it eats and poops and.
There were 5 principal exceptions to Gamps' law. However, Elton Elderberry claims there were actually 6. One of the 5 principal exceptions was food, which meant that it could not be created from nothing. Pre-existing food could be summoned or teleported from another location, as long as one knew the approximate location and was fairly sure that the food would still be there. Pre-existing food could also be enlarged or even multiplied. However, food could not be made from thin air. In addition, while good food could not be conjured, consumable things such as sauce, wine, and potable water could be, as they were not particularly nutritious substances. Furthermore, creatures that have been conjured, such as snakes and birds, cannot be made into edible food. The other 4 principal exceptions are unknown. So there's your question, Jamie. Apparently, we don't know the rest of them.
So okay.
All right, Jacky, you need to get on this. And
there's things out there that we don't know why they do what they do.
Then how do we know there's 4 of them or 5 of them?
But we
only know one of them.
Very specific on what they don't know.
Yeah.
And according to this, it can be naturally assumed that the other 4 exceptions to Gamps' law is just more different other things that you can't conjure out of thin air. So basically, Gamps' law is basically just saying, there's certain things in the wizarding world that you can't just conjure out of thin air.
Well, my thing is,
there's a lot of things you can, but some stuff you can't.
Hermione knows these laws.
Yeah.
Why didn't she just summon some food from the Great Hall? You know it's going to be
Might
there.
Be a distance thing there.
Yeah.
Well, could she summon something from Hogwarts?
Well, we know distance is a thing because when Harry's learning how to summon his firebolt, that's the whole thing is distance plays a part in that. So well, I don't think she can summon something from that far away. But they ventured into these towns all the time under the cloak. Surely, okay, there's an inn at this town.
Oh, that's their morals kicking in on that when they won't steal it.
Hermione wouldn't, because she would still pay for everything when she had the invisibility cloak on, going in there and taking stuff.
So, me myself, I don't like to steal stuff either, but if I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
Hey, look, man, I'm gonna eat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna eat.
If there's a cow out in the field, that bad boy's going in her little beaded bag as steaks. I'm butchering it, taking it with me.
Now I don't know if I'd butcher a whole cow. Cows are worth a lot of money, so I'm not taking somebody's whole cow. But if they've got
I'm not going hungry.
If they've got a hen house, I'm gonna conjure me a few eggs, or not conjure. I'm gonna summon me a few eggs. Well, by a few, I mean
or a chicken,
a couple baker's dozens worth. Maybe take a chicken or 2.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, what do they mean by summon? Are they talking about Accio wand or Accio this that?
Yeah.
Or a different kind of summoning?
No, they're talking about Accio. That's why they said you have to know its location. You have to know its precise location and know it's there, and then summon it to you. You can't just think, I need some food and summon it. You've got to know exactly where this food is coming from and know it's there. That was literally in what I just read.
Yeah, but it makes you think on that right there, because you see them summon stuff on there a lot of times and just pops in. Never mentioned that they know exactly where it was at or anything like that. It just, boom, here it is.
But we from the laws, we can assume that they knew where it was.
Yeah, they had to know where it was. And there's a difference between summoning something and just conjuring it. Some stuff they just conjure. That's not summoning something. That's just conjuring it.
So apparently you can conjure water.
Yeah.
Wine.
Ketchup, because it says sauces. So apparently stuff like that you can just summon out of thin air.
Well, yeah,
conjure, not summon, conjure.
That's what I'm talking about. Just the wording on it. The wording means a whole lot when the wizarding world.
Again, this is one of those things where J.K. was like, I can't make it too easy for them to get food. Otherwise,
there's no struggle.
It makes no sense for any wizarding family to even be close to being poor.
Well, they shouldn't be poor to begin with.
They shouldn't. I'm just saying, though, she had to put these laws in effect to
Well, no, that gets me back to my point there. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was basically done.
That gets me. I lost track of it somewhere. Mr. Weasley, you got Lucius, family money.
Yeah,
family money. So he's got money. Mr. Weasley works every day, makes his paycheck. Still got to buy the base. You can get certain things apparently through magic, but the base materials, food, you got to pay for that. We've already determined that you can't use.
Well, they've got a garden though.
Well, yeah. Hey, we can grow some of our own stuff. Sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, you still got base stuff you have to buy.
Well, there's still some things you might have to buy, like clothes. Okay.
And flu powder. That's another thing they talk about having to buy.
A commodity.
Yeah.
There's probably many commodities that he has to pay for
that we just don't know about.
Maybe there's bills in the Wizarding World we're not aware of.
That's
a wand tax or something.
Yeah, that's something I've always wondered is, do they have taxes in the Wizarding World?
Something's got to pay for the commission, huh? What are they called? The Aurors? It's a job, apparently. You get paid to be one. Something's got to pay to be able to pay them. How do we pay cops? They take tax money and then pay cops out of our tax. They got to be taxing something.
Oh, you have a point.
There got to be a tax on something, or
maybe it's the bandwidth on your wand. I don't know.
Well, my thing is, Charlie was a charm breaker.
So, Bill.
Well, Bill was a charm breaker.
Yeah, Charlie worked with dragons.
Yeah, he go rob old tombs and stuff like that and get the gold out of it.
Got paid very well for it, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, that was paid by the goblins, though. I can see where they've got money.
Generational money.
Yeah, but again, why are they having to break into these tombs and get this gold and stuff out of there?
Oh, they got it. What do you mean?
Well, that's what his job was. He worked at the bank.
The goblins want money, gold.
Well, I know they want the gold and everything.
The tombs are full of it, but they got to get past the...
Yeah.
Actually, the goblins are thieves.
Bill...
They're grave robbers.
And Bill talks about, a lot of these tombs have protections on them.
Yeah. And they're not allowed to use wands.
Yeah, the goblins aren't.
Again, how do they not know how to use wands? There's books that tells them how to do this and that. How do they not try to make their own?
See, I've never understood that because, that's like their whole gripe. That's the big thing they've got against wizards is wizards won't teach them the secrets that they've learned with wands. It's like, you know how many wizards have made books talking about the secrets of wands? Yeah. Just get one of these books.
Google it.
Well.
Yeah, this was the 90s, so Google didn't show up till 2000 something.
Yeah, 90s internet was still in its baby phases.
Well,
we had to have dial-up.
Okay.
Yeah, AOL online.
Okay, well maybe wand lore is kind of like nuclear weapons construction. The Iranians don't know exactly how to do it well. We do. And anytime they get close to being able to do it, we make sure they don't know how to do that.
I mean, I'd never thought about it that way.
Well,
that's a dark way to think about it.
Hell,
Well, you would think
it's dark times.
You would think that, but does wizards really try to do stuff like that?
We do.
I mean, yeah.
But they're just a mirror of us,
But we're beneath them, though.
Well, I mean, from J.K. is just mirroring her world like ours, but throwing magic in it instead of like science.
Yeah, but they love to brag. Wizards love to brag when they, just like humans, love to brag whenever they figure something out.
Sure.
So they're going to put it out there.
Well, yeah, and some of our people have tried, and then they disappear.
Yeah, but...
some of our people have probably tried to sell North Korea the plans on how to make this nuclear weapon, and then they, disappear into some CIA deep hole somewhere, never to be seen again.
Yeah, they have plenty of times, and then this...
That's what the Aurors are for.
This dude named Ethan Hunt shows up, and that's the end of that.
Yeah. In this one, they send Gilderoy Lockhart.
Yeah, oh, God. The codes are out there. They're free.
Yeah.
Again... You got how many bad wizards that could just easily get this information and give it to the... How
many bad people have you got that could easily get the information? That's why you got the Aurors.
There's between trying to get the information from here to this country to this shop to here.
Well, that's why you got your Aurors, also known as, in the real world, the CIA.
I wouldn't give them CIA status.
I'll give you a bigger question then. Well, this is a bigger question, but not a deeper question. Wonder if any wizards ever been to the moon.
Well, there's one of them supposedly flew a firebolt up there, a clean sweep, and got some moon rocks.
Apparently, yes, they have been to the moon.
There you go.
But again, that was when he was trying to impress the.
Oh yeah, no, that was a lie.
Yeah, that's when it was trying to impress the villa.
I'm pretty sure in Quidditch Through the Ages, when it talks about brooms, I think it does mention that somebody did try to fly a broom to the moon, but I don't think they succeeded. I was thinking more along the lines, I wonder if any wizard ever tried to disapparate to the moon. Or apparate. I don't know why I said disapparate.
I thought there was a distance thing on that.
I'm thinking, we'd have to know the rules on apparition. Or disapparation. And which is it?
Well, you apparate at a place and you disapparate from another.
Yeah.
So you would disapparate from here and you would apparate to your next spot.
Now I know.
So you would say, if you were at home and you showed up here, you would say, I apparated here. Or you would say, I disapparated from my house.
Okay. So it's a wording thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I said, when it comes to the...
It's like I left the house or I came here. I got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Magic, the Wizarding world, it's all about wording on certain things.
Oh, yeah.
But we talk about, the summoning charm. You got to know exactly where it's at, this and that. They was trying to get Horcruxes and everything with it. Did any of them really know where any of that was? But Dumbledore's was like, hey, give it a try. You never know. It might work.
I'm looking up an article here. Well, I say an article. Most of the time, when I want to look something up, I just go to the Harry Potter wiki. That's where I get most of my information that I read off on here. Reading on apparition. Apparition is a form of magical transportation in which the user travels instantly from one location to another, without traversing the space in between. This was accomplished by having the user focus on a desired location in their mind and then purposely disappearing from where they were to reappear at the desired location. Apparition was by far the fastest and most convenient way to get to a desired location, but was tricky to pull off correctly and disastrous if botched. I'm just kind of skim reading it now, trying to find the important stuff. Not seeing anything I don't already know. I'm trying to find out, stuff about distance and stuff like that. I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, but we talked about it. We have the popping noise you hear when people apparate and disapparate. The sound.
Yeah, we talked about it on here.
Okay. Well, what I was getting at is, the people that are newer at it, they make a louder crack or pop, and people that have kind of mastered it can do it silently.
Well,
that's why you don't
apparently Mundungus can't do it that quiet because it sounds like a vehicle backfire with him.
Well, Mundungus is, probably not an upper level, skilled wizard. He's managed to get just good enough to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Some of us, our driving levels are better than others.
Yeah. And listening to book 1 again, Hagrid talked about how he was, kicked out of school. They broke his wand. But how can they make sure you never use magic again?
Here's my thing, man. And
why could you not use magic?
Exactly.
It's part of your birthright as a wizard.
And not every wizard even goes to school.
Yeah.
Some are homeschooled, apparently. And, okay, they broke his wand. There are wand shops you can walk into, and if you got 7 galleons, you walk out with a wand, right?
Yeah.
I think you just go buy another wand.
Yeah, if there's one in there that will match to you.
Yeah, and of all those shorted, there's another one out there.
Oh, God, yeah.
So, I never understood that part. Why can't he just, buy himself another wand?
I mean, you got to hope that your new wand will bond to you like your old one did.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It may not be as good as that one, but it's still another wand.
Who fixed Hagrid's wand?
I don't think it was ever fixed.
I think
it's fixed. It's his umbrella.
Dumbledore basically took the pieces of it and kind of put it with the umbrella and used. He's got the Elder Wand.
So he could just fix it.
Yeah, so Dumbledore fixed it that way. Same way Harry fixed his wand with the Elder Wand.
But yeah, man, you get expelled from school, like apparently he did. He got threw out. That don't mean you can't use magic anymore, does it?
Did they tell him he was forbidden from using magic?
And how do you enforce that?
Exactly. Because he's old enough to where we don't have the trace on him no more.
Yeah.
Once you hit a certain age, the trace ain't there no more.
Now, are there people... Hey, now there's the thing. Could you not put it... Say you got a criminal in the wizarding world that you don't want using magic anymore. Could you put a trace back on that person like you do a child?
You should be able to, but apparently you can't because it never happens.
Yeah. And again, like that old saying.
You say that.
Why can't you send an owl to find Voldemort and just follow the owl to him? Because the owl knows where everybody's at. Even birds. Any bird knows where everybody's at. Because at one time, Sirius sent, what was it, parrot or something to Harry? It was a real colorful bird.
Yeah, but you're trying to find Harry Potter. At a certain time, he's going to be at the school. He's not going to be too hard to find.
Well, book one, Hagrid tells Harry if he needs anything, if the Dursley give him any problem, send his owl. He'll know where to find him.
And that's a brand new owl. Everybody's got like a magical trace on them, except those who remove it.
Yeah, because that owl would have to track somebody. Had to have some way of tracking anybody.
Most people. Yeah, there must be something that don't let them find certain people.
Yeah, see, that's one of those questions that I never ask. You think about it when you listen to the book, like, well, how do these owls know exactly where to go to find these people? But I never go any further than just that thought popping in my head. Then I just push it away, like, I don't really care.
No, I like to try to think about it. I like to try to come up with the solution in my head. And that's what makes it.
Well, then I would assume that most lawful people have like a trace on them to some degree where they can find you relatively easily. And maybe criminals, like, go in a shop somewhere and get some dark magic that takes that off of them.
Well, I mean, any spell that you cast that's supposed to make you unplottable and this and that.
Well, there you go. So, of course, someone like Voldemort would take steps to make sure no one can find him.
Yeah, but a house elf could. Because he always thought a house elf was beneath them, that their magic was nothing compared to his. So he didn't guard against it.
Well, I'd say, like, blocking that would block most magic in general. I don't know.
Well, if you remember, they go into that when Creature goes to the island.
Yeah, the cave.
The cave that was Voldemort.
Yeah, because Harry and Dumbledore can't disapparate from the cave, but yet Creature
this is true.
can because when Voldemort set up the protections, he didn't think about house elves.
It's because their magic is beneath him. That's why it's like, that's why they can go anywhere they want. They can disapparate and apparate inside of Hogwarts and everything.
Well,
Dobby does it all the time.
Free elves can. A house elf that's
that's bound
like Creature, unless Sirius told him to get out, which he does stupidly.
Yeah,
Creature can't leave the house. So.
Yeah, but like I said, if
unless
you're trying to find somebody, hey, go pop up at this dude's house. Boom, you're there. Come back. Tell me where they're at, and we'll go.
Yeah, I mean, that could happen, but again, that's another thing of that's the type of stuff that when you start answering questions like that, you make the whole story fall apart.
Well,
it's the classic. I see it on Instagram all the time when they're talking about House of the Dragon, and it's like if House of the Dragon followed logic, and it's like, okay, when this happens at the beginning of season 1, well, logically this would happen, and boom, the show's over, done.
Well,
nothing else happened in between. That's what would happen with the questions you're asking. It's
Big Bang Theory done that to Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Yep.
And the Lost Ark. Because they said, Sheldon's like, oh, it's the best movie out there. And his girlfriend's like, it was okay. That's for the glaring plot hole.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, there is no plot. It's perfect. Here's my jaw. Drop it. Well, Indiana plays no part in this movie. If Indiana wouldn't have been anywhere in there, they would have still found the ark, took it to the island, and all died. And Sheldon was like, oh. And they was trying their damnedest to figure out some way. But they got a point. You never think about it like that. I never thought about it like that.
And that's what I'm saying about what you just said with with Harry Potter and if using either the owl or the house elf, that just makes the plot useless. And it's like, oh, Voldemort's back. We need to find him. Creature, go to Voldemort.
Again, how did Dumbledore know to start putting everything into order as soon as Harry got to school? It was like Harry's
I don't think
at school.
It was so much. It's just me. I don't think it was so much Harry's in school. Now we start doing this. Voldemort got strong enough to start making a comeback, and that caused ripples, and people noticed things, and things are happening. And Dumbledore's very smart.
Nobody noticed nothing, though.
Somebody had to know something.
Time Turner.
Somebody had to know something. And then Dumbledore. That's just my,
Yeah. Also, my question
it's
earlier.
Too easy to answer everything with a time turner.
It is.
Time Turner.
It's too easy.
My question earlier was really, really stupid when I asked about apparating to the moon. I've actually answered my own question 50 different times before. Just wasn't thinking when I asked the question. But this apparition is the further the distance, the harder it is. And it's actually limited to where, you can't do continental apparition unless you're a highly trained wizard. So, like, you can't apparate from... You probably definitely can't apparate from England to America. Like, that's not going to happen. Even Voldemort couldn't apparate from Nurmengard to Malfoy Manor. He had to fly back so far, then apparate.
That's right, he did, didn't he?
Yeah. And I know this, but I wasn't thinking earlier when I asked that question.
That's right, he had to travel so far, and then he could apparate.
Yeah. And you also have to know the location you're apparating to. You have to know the terrain and stuff, because you got to picture it in your mind.
Yeah, but then it fall back to you have to be there at least once before you can apparate there.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
It reminds you of the show Jumpers that come out.
Yeah, you've had to you
had to see it or be there once to be able to jump to it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that movie didn't get a lot of love, man. I thought it was pretty good.
I didn't. It was kind of hard to follow. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't particularly like it. I only watched it once, so.
I've watched it a couple times. I thought it was pretty good.
For the most,
and I could see an organization hunting people like that down.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. For the most part, if I watch a movie one time and then never watch it again, that means I just found it either okay or I didn't like it. Because if I like a movie, it gets watched multiple times, unless it's a brand new one.
I think jumping back on the time turner thing, I think J.K. herself has even said that she wish she'd have never brought time turners into the story.
That was the thing.
The time travel just messes. It
messes everything.
It does. It should have just been left out. But too late now. It's in there.
You hear that, Marvel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they screwed everything up.
Oh God.
But like I said, he started way back in the day, starting to gather up memories, this and that. What made him? I understand he figured that he wasn't dead yet. He had some kind of inkling that, Voldemort wasn't dead. But to go to the lengths he did without knowing something.
Man with a lot of foresight. Or a time turner, I know.
Foresight. And again,
he also had the frog cards, chocolate frog cards.
Well, yeah. We never did figure out.
When you brought up that point, after re-listening to the book since then, I strongly believe in that. That his face being on the chocolate frog cards, he was getting information from that.
Oh yeah, he was bugging all the houses. He was getting all the info from everybody.
Because every kid's got an Albus Dumbledore.
Oh,
yeah.
You got to have an Albus.
Got to have an Albus Dumbledore.
I mean,
and on display,
7 of them
on display.
Yeah, I mean,
where it's picking up everything that's said and then seeing everything that happens.
We were all disappointed when we got our chocolate frogs and opened them, and none of us got Dumbledore.
It was all the same witch.
Some loser.
We all got the same woman. We got to try that again soon. And hopefully this time we don't all get the same person. And hopefully not the same exact person that we got last time.
God, I'd be mad. What would be the chances of actually getting the same which
I wouldn't be surprised if it happened again.
Well, yeah, that's our luck, especially on here.
Yeah. That's what would happen if we ordered those potion kits that you got. Say I just went on Walmart and just ordered 3 of them. We'd be like, oh, let's see what we got. Oh, we all got Felix Felicis, or we all got whatever. Well then, I didn't know this podcast was going to be
a Harry Potter
podcast.
It's very Harry Potter.
All it takes is just bringing up one thing, and it just spirals because we know it so well.
And this is a. If we weren't doing the podcast right now and we were just sitting around talking, the second Jacky asked the first question that he asked me in this podcast, this is what would have happened.
Basically, how it goes.
We would have sat around for over an hour just talking about all this stuff.
Yeah, and y'all get everything we do unedited. Now, they might be little things that sound like we edited things out, but we just had to pause because of noises. That's it.
Yeah. Anytime there's like what seems like a cut, it's not an edit. It's simply, loud noises. Pause till the noise goes away.
Yeah. Y'all get everything as it goes. We don't edit nothing out.
No.
Probably should sometimes, but we don't edit nothing out.
No. I will say,
y'all get us raw.
A few podcasts ago, at the top of it, we had that thing where I started the podcast like, I hit play anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, we had that podcast where I was like, I hit play anyway. So, and I mentioned something. Well, when I was uploading the podcast, I listened to the beginning, and it didn't catch the beginning part. When we said, I probably should edit that out, it didn't even catch it, so I didn't even have to attempt to edit that out anyway. I believe me and Jamie was going to talk a little bit about the first episode of Season 4 of Snowpiercer. We both finally got around to watching it. I say that because I think Season 4, Episode 6 airs tomorrow night on, Sunday night. Yeah, so it'll be tomorrow night when you guys hear this. On AMC Plus, and so needless to say, we're a little behind, but
way behind.
No, I wouldn't be, but I didn't want to binge watch all the way up to where it's at now until after me and Jamie talked about the first episode, which we did on our own this morning a little bit, but just talk about it a little on the podcast and just kind of let everybody know that if you want a good show to watch, Snowpiercer is very good.
I don't see anybody really mentioning Snowpiercer. I just don't see it on anything. I don't hear it on anything, and I don't understand that, man, because it's a very good series.
It is. Well, it's a TNT series.
But it was off on TNT, and then it's jumped to AMC, so it's just not really widely known.
Yeah,
but
it's on AMC now because TNT filmed the last season, Season 4. This is supposed to be the final season.
2 years ago?
Yeah, they filmed 2 years ago, and then just because the ratings weren't doing great on Season 3 as it was airing on TV, they just decided to drop Season 4 and just like, it's in the can, and then they just, I guess, sold it. And it was, like I said, it's been like 2 years of when's it coming out? Is it coming out? Who's releasing it? And then finally we find out AMC picked it up.
And I went back and I watched the very first episode of Season 1, which is free for anybody. You can watch it right now.
Yeah, it's free on Prime, the first episode of Season 1.
Which I had watched, me and you both had watched the whole series up to Season 3.
Yeah.
I went back and it had been quite a while since I'd watched it. I watched that first episode, which I'm really glad I did before I watched the first episode of Season 4, because it reintroduces a whole lot of characters. And it'd been a long time since I'd seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And the first episode of Season 4, which is all of Saul's Season 4 so far, great, man. It is. I mean, if you like the season building up to it, it's so good.
It picked up right where it left off.
The whole premise of the show is, I don't know why it's not more popular than it is.
Yeah.
It's just not. I mean, I guess it has a following. But, I listen to a lot of podcasts and review shows, and they never touch it. It's not that they talk good about it or bad about it. They just don't talk about it.
Yeah, it's like they don't know it exists.
Yeah, it's like it's out there, but it's just not. So, I recommend it. If anyone can, check it out. I won't spoil too much for anybody.
I wish somebody like Netflix or somebody would have picked it up instead of AMC.
Yeah.
Because I believe that would have gave it the following it deserves.
It would have got out there a little better. Again, man, another series that's also on Apple. I don't understand why C was not more popular than it was, because that is one of the best series.
Well, it was because it was on Apple. It didn't.
Yeah, and it's just not known, you know.
Yeah, it didn't hit a bigger platform.
I don't hear any podcasters talk about it, mention it, bring it up at all.
I never
hardly
looked it up. I might have to look that up and see if any of them has actually touched on it.
Oh yeah, some of them have. I mean, one of the podcasts I listened to, they talked about it because they enjoyed it, but they watch a lot of stuff on Apple, so.
And it's a composite story, man. It's 3 seasons, start to finish. It's very good.
Oh yeah, and it was very expensive to make.
Yeah, I did not realize how expensive it was.
You saw that thing I put in our group chat about the most expensive TV shows.
I'd never guessed C was one of them. It kind of makes sense because of the the sets and everything that they have to do. And I'm telling you, everybody in that show, it's such a good acting job. Because you literally, when you're watching it, let me give you the quick premise for anybody who hasn't watched it. It's basically modern day. Something happens. There's a virus, a disease, a plague. Something gets cut loose and wipes out most of the population. And the people that are left all go blind. So everybody left on Earth is blind now. And the story picks up 600 years after that's happened. So you've had 600 years of people being blind. They've survived, built communities and kingdoms and
and they have really grasped their blindness to where you couldn't even tell they was really blind.
Well, see, that's the crazy thing is, man, just the look these people have on their face. You believe that they can't see, but you still believe they're moving around this world too. And it's really good. Yeah, I'm with you. They've mastered not being able to see.
Yes.
This whole society has gotten to the point where, in fact, vision, every once in a while, someone's born that can see.
Yeah.
And that's like, well, they call them, the people who hunt these people down are called witch finders, because people with vision are considered to be witches. And at this point, the civilization has decided, well, sighted people is what destroyed the world. We don't want that again.
Yeah.
The fight scenes are amazing.
Oh, they are. The choreography on that is
the fight
amazing.
Scenes are incredible because these people are fighting, and they definitely give you the impression they can't see, but they're using every other sense to fight with.
Yeah.
Have you watched the second season?
Oh,
no, you got to catch up, dude. You got to.
I don't think he's watched the first season, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then me and you're at the same spot then. We've seen season 1, haven't seen the rest of it.
You haven't seen the rest of it yet.
And the storylines is great. It's a very good show. And if you just want to watch a 3-season run of something that has a good ending, watch those 3 seasons of that show.
Yeah. This list here, I don't 100% know where the list comes from. I found it scrolling through Instagram, but the top 10 most expensive TV shows per episode. Number 10 is ER. Apparently, it costs $13 million per episode.
Wow.
I would say this was...
God, that show ran for like 20 years, too.
I would say this is either at its peak of expensiveness or the last season. I don't know exactly how it's doing it.
Yeah, peak probably.
The new Netflix series, The Sandman, it costs $15 million per episode.
I can see where it would be real expensive.
Game of Thrones is 8th at $15 million per episode. I figured
it would be more, but I guess not.
C is also $15 million per episode. The Mandalorian, $15 million per episode. House of the Dragon is number 5 at $20 million per episode.
See, I figured Game of Thrones would have been close to. Yeah, they'd be about the same.
Yeah,
but
I would say that House of the Dragon number. I'd say
dragons. Yeah,
I would say it's not super accurate in the fact that I'd say they either took that number from the most expensive episode or they done an average, because there's certain episodes where you don't get a whole lot of dragon in it, and I would say those are a little cheaper versus the ones where it's loaded with dragons and dragon fights.
Yeah, there are definitely episodes where they kept it under budget.
So that's why
those are the ones that he hated the most.
Yeah. That's why I'm not sure exactly where they got that number from. If it's the overall, or if it's just peak episodes.
Probably the peak episodes.
But anyway, that was House of the Dragons number 5 at $20 million per. Number 4 is WandaVision at $25 million per. Number 3, and tied with WandaVision, is She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
Waste of money.
$25 million per episode. I found that show funny.
Tons of CGI.
Yeah, I found that show funny, but
that bill up,
And good God, number 2 is Stranger Things at $30 million per episode.
Again, man, a show I'd recommend, but I'm the only one here that watches it.
Yeah,
I tried.
The first season is slow.
Yes,
it is slow. I grant you that one, especially when the other ones ramp it up and get a lot better than the first one. But again, I figure you would like it, but it's set in a different time. But it's kind of got a Teen Wolf kind of.
I haven't watched a bit of it yet, so it's not that I don't like it. I've never watched a thing about Stranger Things. I don't even know what it's about, apart from just the little stuff that you've talked about. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I couldn't tell you a thing about Stranger Things. And I'll get around to watching it eventually. And then I'll be hugely disappointed when it gets to the final season. I'm like, whoa, what happened to the cast? They all got 20 years older.
Well, it's what happens when you don't film for a decade.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But Stranger Things is number 2 at $30 million per episode. Then number 1 at almost double that cost at $58 million per episode.
What is this?
Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power.
No comment. Pass.
Amazon put a ton of money into that. And Season 2 is getting ready to come out.
They put their foot in it, too.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was going to be so good. They had the budget for it.
I was so disappointed, man.
Budget doesn't help story writing.
No, it doesn't.
Budget doesn't go into story writing. Budget goes into hiring the cast and making it look good on TV. It doesn't touch the story. But, yeah.
I don't know how far you made it. I can't even tell exactly how far I made it. An episode or 2 at the most. And then I just gave it up.
And Season 2, like I said, getting ready to come out.
I won't be viewing any of that.
Oh, none of us will. Which, I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan anyway. Like, I didn't care much for the movies.
I mean, I would only watch it if I got to hate review it.
Like I said, I don't hate watch stuff, so I don't plan on watching
it. That'd be the only reason for me to watch that. I mean, I was so just disappointed with the first season. First 2 episodes, no.
I was going to say, you didn't watch the whole first season.
No, I bailed.
I didn't watch a single episode, so that's why I can't say anything about it, because I didn't watch a single bit of it.
Oh, hey. You brought up something. And I've never brought it up to you, Jacky, so you might not know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to see if you remember this, if you remember me mentioning this. I got to get to my photos. Hold on.
Oh, God, you're going to scroll through 2000, though.
But if you, here we go. I was in my local grocery store just the other day, and I walked by the cooler, and I saw this.
Hey.
You remember me mentioning that?
I do.
What is it?
Surfer Boy Pizza. Try before you deny.
Surfer Boy Pizza.
And if you only get that reference I just made if you've watched Stranger Things. So.
I only get it because you brought it up to me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have a clue.
Yep. I was in Wayne's, actually. And walked by the cooler and looked up there and, oh, wow. It's also $10 a piece. So I did not buy one.
Oh, good God, no.
Yeah.
You can get
if I could just have the box, I'd just like the box.
You can get you a Red Baron or a Tombstone for cheaper than that.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Probably tastes better.
Probably. Probably the best thing about that is going to be the box.
Mm-hmm. How much was it again?
$10.
Oh, that ain't nothing. For pizza.
You got a $10 pizza here. You got a $4 pizza over here.
Well, see,
I could buy 2 of them and have change left over and eat 2 pizzas instead of 1.
$4 pizzas is you really taste a $4 pizza.
I don't know, man. I like those Tony's pizzas.
I like the DiGiorno ones.
Well, those Tony's pizzas are small, though.
Yeah,
well, that's why you need 2 of them. They're not that small.
Again, I'm a Tombstone pizza's Tombstone pizza's, it'll feed me. It ain't really gonna feed anybody else, but it'll feed me, and it's basically $5.
$5. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 4 or 5. Tombstone, Tony's, they're not bad.
See, DiGiorno's used to be $5.
Oh, not anymore.
That's why they're $8 or $9 now.
Yeah, Red Baron's also $5.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I like a good Red Baron.
But again, I'd have bought it just for the box.
I'm not saying I'm not going to. I just haven't yet.
Well, look at me. I was walking through Walmart and seen those little potion things there, and I snatched 2 of them. That was $20. That little thing was $10, which I was like, at the time, I didn't have my glasses on me, so I couldn't read exactly what all it does. I thought, oh, this is just a cool little novelty set I can put up. I did not know that it had actual resin and this and that on it until I opened it up. So I bought it blindly just on the fact that it's like, oh, this is going to be a cool little display thing. But then I could really make the potions.
Yeah, Tony's Pizza it's $4.
Yeah.
And it is just slightly smaller than a Tombstone or Red Baron.
Yeah, I mean, very little difference.
Yeah.
And I like it. It all depends on what they have in the cooler at the time. If I get the Tombstone or the Tony's. And like I said, I'm not saying I'm not going to get the Surfer Boy Pizza, because I probably want one of those boxes. And that's the only reason I'm going to buy it is for the box.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like me and Jacky buying the Hershey's candy bars because they had Harry Potter packaging on.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So there's a good chance I'm probably going to get me a Surfer Boy Pizza.
Yep.
Or you could get you a great value for $1.20.
But I want that Surfer Boy box.
Yeah. Yeah, DiGiorno is $9 a pizza.
Yeah. But it's so good.
You see, I used to eat, back when I worked at Walmart years ago, when it was lunchtime, I would always, DiGiorno made this, kind of it's a microwave pizza, but it's small enough that you can put it in a regular size microwave. You don't have to have a huge microwave. And that's what I would buy, and it tastes pretty good. Well, then, I quit eating them for a long time. And my sister eats pizza all the time. And she normally either buys Tombstone or Red Baron. Well, she started buying DiGiorno because she liked getting the stuffed crust. Now, I don't care much for stuffed crust, but I was like, oh, DiGiorno, they make really good pizza, so this will be good. It don't taste as good to me anymore as it used to. Maybe it's just my taste buds for pizza has changed, but I don't care much for it. And I don't eat the crust because I normally eat the crust on pizza, but stuffed crust, I don't like stuffed crust. I'm not a big cheese person, so that may be another reason why I don't really like DiGiorno is their pizza has a lot of cheese on it.
I got a DiGiorno that was
it could be my sister buying like extra
rising
cheese.
Crust or deep crust.
Rising crust.
Didn't like it.
That's what my sister buys. Rising stuffed crust from
Too
DiGiorno.
much bread.
It is. I like bread. I just don't want a bunch of cheese on my bread.
I like the cheese part. This is too.
I like bread.
It's too thick. It's too much. I'm with you. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
That's right, DiGiorno. Talking about you.
Yeah. So yeah, when it comes to buying a frozen pizza, again,
Red Baron.
Red Baron's just hard to beat Red Baron, and they make a bunch of different ones: brick oven, garlic toast, stuffed crust,
thin crust.
Thin crust.
I like the thin crust ones.
Yeah.
4 meat.
4 meat. That's what I normally get.
Yep.
A brick oven 4 meat.
4 meat buddy. Or pepperoni and cheese. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the classic. Sadly, they don't make frozen pizza with the toppings I actually want. Like
pineapple.
Lord no. Again, I don't find that.
I got some looks from the whole room just now.
I don't find that.
Fruit does not belong on a pizza.
Try before you deny.
Unless it's a dessert pizza.
And again, you don't get that reference until you watch the 3rd season.
I don't find it blasphemous like a lot of people do, putting pineapple on pizza. I just don't like pineapple. So, of course, I'm not going to like it on a pizza because I don't like it to begin with.
I like regular pineapple.
I don't.
I don't know if I'd like it like that. Not tried it because I don't like a sweet pizza.
Try before you deny.
I'd rather have a regular pizza. I don't like buffalo chicken pizza.
No, I don't
that
like that
should
either.
not even be a pizza.
No, agreed.
Well, what I was getting ready to say is basically, anytime all 3 of us are together and we order pizza, I always order the same pizza, and it's a place around here called Gino's. I say a place around here. It's a chain restaurant, but it's not all over the world. It's very kind of small, but still a small chain restaurant. Anyway, we always go with the pepperoni, mushroom, and ham pizza. And it's very good.
Which was killer last time, by the way.
They don't use like Canadian bacon. They use actual just slices of ham. And it's really good.
Damn, I really want pizza right now. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to bring this up.
Hey, when we're done here, me and him's going home. So
yeah.
we'll eat whenever I want.
I gotta go back to work in the morning.
Ooh, you got to go out tomorrow?
Yep. First thing in the morning.
What's Bruce want you to do?
I got to go pick up some parts from Princeton.
Real quick, back on the Snowpiercer, man.
We
jumped.
We left Snowpiercer.
Left it in the snow.
Yeah, we derailed off the track.
Like I said, I don't want to spoil a whole lot.
We didn't even say what Snowpiercer was about. We didn't say that the Earth was warming to a point beyond repair. So scientists tried to fix it by shooting something into the sky, and they basically caused an ice age.
Yeah, they froze
the Earth. But the great engineer, Mr. Wilford, he designed a train with a perpetual.
Did he design a train though?
Basically, he got Melanie Cavill.
He got other people to do. He was the money bags, but
Right.
He is an engineer.
He is.
He probably had a big hand in it, but he had other people doing it.
He had the idea, and he got Melanie to basically put it into reality.
So basically, it's a perpetual motion machine. It's generating power as long as it's moving.
Yeah.
And as long as it's moving, or as long as it's generating power, it gets to move. And as long as it's moving, it's generating power.
Yeah.
Which means the train can't stop.
Yeah. It's one of those where, you basically, as long as you got enough juice in the batteries to get the train moving, after that, it doesn't take power to move. It moves on its own and creates power.
But not everybody got to ride the train.
No. It was ticketed passengers only.
Rich people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Which I don't understand if it's the end of the world, why you need a whole lot of money. Why did Mr. Wilford need a whole lot of money? I think it's the class of people that he wanted.
Yeah.
Engineers, scientists.
The upper crust.
You say scientist. Melanie Cavill didn't get her scientist on the train like she wanted. They all got gunned down.
True. There's a whole lot of story there that you just got to see, but the basis is end of the world. But the humans have, in trying to fix what they messed up, made it even worse and froze the whole world.
Yeah, and now
classic.
Basically, basically now humanity is on a big train. It's 1,006 cars long,
and by big is big.
Like I said,
it's not your average passenger train.
No, it's 1,006 cars long, and the cars themselves are really big.
Mm-hmm.
So
because all of humanity is living in this 1,000-car train. And it's broke up, of course, into classes.
Yep.
First class. Do they ever mention second class much?
No.
I never really hear second class mentioned.
Basically, first class is the uber rich that sit around and do nothing. They literally get served caviar and all this different stuff.
Yeah, they're basically, it's just a train ride forever for them.
Yeah. Second class, the way I understand it, is basically that's where your teacher, that's where the classrooms are, and that's where your teachers are. Most of the people that stay in second class are like teachers and the families of like the police, which they call brakemen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the police on there is called brakemen. Then the jackboots are like the military.
So that's your second class.
That's your second class. And third class is a working class.
That's your janitorial maintenance.
Yeah.
Servers.
Right. And those are mainly the people that because they've got it's 1,006 cars long. They've got 4 cars that have cattle. Then they've got another 4 cars that have grain, and they're growing all this stuff on the train. So that's why they still have regular food. Well, most of the train has regular food because beyond third class, there's.
And I'm sure the quality of your food drops from first to second to third.
Oh, it does.
But even third class doesn't look that bad.
Oh, it doesn't. And when we say third class is working class, it is the working class. But this is even for this working class people to get on this train, they had to be really rich. So this is the rich working class. And then you get what they call the tail. And this is kind of where your story kicks off. And these are the people that rushed the train before it could take off and basically just forced their way on.
And they just got into the cargo cars?
Yeah, they got into the last and it was a fair few, the last 20 cars on the train. May not have been 20, may have been 10. The last 10 cars on the train, which was basically just cargo cars. They basically got into there.
Packed into them as much as they could, and as the train was leaving, they were being shot, thrown off the train.
Yeah.
Because anybody that wasn't on that train,
you're going to freeze
to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, the temperature was, I think, negative 140 degrees Celsius. So, which, in Fahrenheit, that would be a little lower. But, yeah.
Does it ever really answer the question? And this is the first thing
I say a little lower. It'd be a little warmer. In Fahrenheit, it'd be a little warmer. That's what I was getting at.
Now, they basically, they invaded the train, the tailies, the tail people. Jumped onto the tail cars of the train and got inside. I'm not saying it should be done, but you would think probably they would just throw them back off.
Realistically, well, not realistically, but,
Does it ever answer why they let them stay in the cars?
Humanity. I mean, it's...
Well, I mean...
If you're not on the train, you're going... Well, it's...
So once they were on there, they just agreed to let them live in those cars.
So it basically, the person running the train... I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll just say the person running the train...
okay. I thought it's been a while.
Yeah, they decide... Like I said... Yeah, like he said earlier, he watched the first episode again and then went straight into season 4. I rewatched the whole 3 seasons leading up.
I'm going to.
So, yeah, basically the person running the train was like... I don't want to kill all these people. So they can stay, but they're basically getting nothing. They literally, their meals are basically like a futurized protein bar, except it's like a gelatin bar.
And this is basically what they live off of.
It's like black gelatin in like a candy bar shape.
Ugh.
And yeah, that's it. That's what you get. But it's got all the protein you need to survive.
And I'm sure it's the leftovers from all the other food, probably.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know how it never goes into how they make it or what's in it, but you probably don't want to know.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people, even from first class and second class, to go back to third class to get their ramen.
Yeah.
And it's not ramen like you would find in a fancy Japanese restaurant. It's the ramen that we have.
It's like the 25-cent packs of ramen.
Yeah, it's a pack of ramen or like cup noodles. That's the ramen. And it has some special flavoring in it that I don't want to spoil what is, because that plays a part in season 1. But yeah, there's a reason that ramen is so good. It's got some special flavoring.
Don't want to know.
You don't. You'll find out if you ever watch the show, but
probably won't.
Oh, you should, anyway, man. I'm not, seriously, you should.
That's the premise of the show, and like it's really good, man. It's really good.
I mean, the characters are you start off, you learn that the characters are really cool. There's some interesting characters. Like I say, I won't go into spoiling anything for anybody, but
Jennifer Connelly, she's one of the main actors in it.
You got characters that you meet in the first season that you're like, these people are really bad people, and they're not really bad people. And you got some people that you meet and you go, these people are interesting, and you find out, these people are psychopaths.
Yeah, one character in particular.
Yeah. So it's just a really good story, man. There is the series, which was what me and him is talking about, and there is a Snowpiercer movie
with Chris Evans. And
I'm assuming this thing is made off of probably a book or a series of books.
Yeah, I believe it's based off a novel.
And the TV show is far superior to the movie. The movie's probably more accurate to the books, I'm guessing. But the series is way better. And the movie's good. But the series is way better.
I didn't like the movie at all. I
watched the movie first.
So
I liked it. Then I watched the series and I was like, damn, this is really good.
I watched the series first.
Oh, if you watch the series first, then you're not going to like the movie because it doesn't compare.
That's what happened. I watched the series first, all 3 seasons of it. Because when me and Jamie got around to watching it, all the seasons were out. So we were just basically binge watching it. And so I binge watched all 3 seasons. And then Jamie told me there was a movie and it had Chris Evans in it. I'm like, this will be great. No. If you watch the show first, don't watch the movie. If you want to watch the movie, watch it before you watch the show.
Agreed. Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to getting into the rest of season 4 of that.
Yes, it's interesting.
The first episode of season 4 was spot on. Jumping to something. I'm not recommending this for anybody.
Oh God.
But I did watch 6 episodes so far of Sausage Party Foodtopia. Don't watch it, by the way. But it brought up some questions from what you were talking about earlier. don't.
I don't.
Well, it's like certain laws and how things work, man.
Okay.
Like you talking about some of the Harry Potter stuff. Well, here's my question in Foodtopia. You have talking steaks that are alive. You have talking chicken legs that are alive.
That come off a dead animal.
They come off a dead animal. At what point do they become alive again? You got hot dogs that were made out of a whole bunch of dead animals. At what point do they... It's weird.
Yeah. But I chalked that up being a cartoon.
Granted.
I really messed up cartoon.
The Foodtopia series is as bad or worse than the movie.
Oh yeah, tell them about the.
I can't.
Tell them about the warning you get before the.
Oh yeah, there's one episode that gives you a warning. Hold on, I'll show it to you.
Yeah, he showed it to me. Because I don't plan on watching the show.
Don't. I watched the scene so you guys don't have to.
I remember watching the movie after Jacky told me to watch the movie. He's like, you got to watch this movie. It's crazy. I watched the movie and was like, oh, my God, I don't ever want to see that again.
It was crazy, though.
Oh, it was. You wouldn't lie. But I have not watched it again since then. As I saw it once, it was like, never again. But, yeah, he showed me this little warning. And this isn't your Disney warning that they put in front of like Aladdin and all them. This is a, well, you'll see. And then you can.
Well, you guys won't see, but he will.
Yeah. Well, what I meant, one of you guys can read off what the warning says. Because you showed it to me, and I can't remember what it says word for word.
See if it throws it up there.
Yeah, it should pop up right here in a minute. You could have paused it so you could read it, but.
Did you get it? Do I need to help?
A scene so graphic that Amazon, that's about as far as I got to, I was like, that's bad.
Yeah, rewind back to it and hit the pause button, and then you can hand it to me, and I'll read it off to the people.
Yeah, because I got to lean back to see the screen
to
read it.
You're farsighted. All right. The little warning you get before this episode. Let's see what episode. Episode 6. Whoops. Well. Yeah, it's episode 6 of Sausage Party Foodtopia. We are proud to announce that this episode contains a scene so graphic that Amazon asked us that we issue a warning. This is that warning. You've been warned. Wow.
And they were not lying.
Whew.
I'm 6 episodes in. There's only 8 of them, so I guess I'll finish it.
Oh yeah, if you're that deep in, you got to finish.
But like I said, I watched it so you guys don't have to. Don't watch it. Everybody's going to rush out and watch it now.
Oh, I wouldn't.
I got to see this scene. How bad could it be?
Now, yeah. If anything, I may just pull up that episode just to see, but I'm not trying to watch the whole series.
No.
Oh, that's just like I'd be on TikTok and somebody goes, "This new series has come out, episode such and such," and they give you a time on there to go to. You got to watch it. I fucked up and done that once. Once. That was all it took. It was some kind of erotic something. Just for the simple fact that this woman standing there naked. She got a big gash in her side. I think it was her or the guy. One of the two had a big hole in her side. And you could see their intestines.
Gross.
They start having their way with each other, and one reaches into the others and starts playing with their organs and stuff as they're doing it, and that was just turning them on. I was like, I'm into some freaky, kinky shit. But that's going a little too damn far even for me.
One word. Ew.
Yeah. I'm not trying to literally reach in somebody's stomach and play with their guts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pass. I pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a hard pass.
That was a real. I was like, well, what's this? It's like,
oh my God.
It's almost like 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh, no.
I was back on LimeWire back
Dude,
in the day.
with some of the stuff that's come around, that's almost tame now.
Oh, I know.
That's so far, Yeah, that's almost tame now.
That's a typical Tuesday now.
But I don't know about that. I don't know how you spend your Tuesdays, but
well then,
took a gross turn, didn't we?
Yeah.
We gotta throw Human Centipede into this. I have never and will never watch those movies.
No, we're gonna say, does anybody have anything else they want to bring up that's relevant and not absolutely crazy?
Oh, State of the Union. We are doomed. Moving on.
Okay, we got that. Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Well then, I guess it's time to bring this journey to an end.
Hey, one tail.
One tail.
One tail.
He doesn't understand a bit of that.
It.
Well,
No, I don't.
We'll fast forward a little bit.
But you know what? One tail.
One tail.
Too late. We're fast forwarding.
Yep. One train.
One train.
One train? Well,
One
y'all
train.
can be in the train if y'all want. I don't want on this train.
Hey, if you saw Snowpiercer, you'd be like, yeah, put me on that train. Anyway,
I don't know.
And
I
you'd
don't
be
know.
that enthusiastic about it, too.
Yep. Anyway, I follow Melanie. Never mind. I had to stop myself. I was going to spoil something for people. If anybody ever got around to watching Snowpiercer, I was getting ready to spoil something, so I had to stop myself.
But I'm with you.
Yeah.
I know where you're going.
And I know where we're going. Out of here.
Out of here.
Out here.